Honor God with your whole being. Daniel chapter 5 and verse 23. For you have proudly defied the Lord of heaven, and have had these cups from his temple brought before you. You and your nobles and your wives and concubines have been drinking wine from them, while praising gods of silver, gold, bronze, iron, wood, and stone, gods that neither see nor hear nor know anything at all. But you have not honored the God who gives you the breath of life and controls your destiny. These words read came in as a warning for King Belshazzar. Daniel interpreted the writings on the walls of the palace near the lampstand. Belshazzar indiscriminately began using the consecrated vessels of the temple of Jerusalem for his cheap purposes. These temple items were ransacked by his father King Nebuchadnezzar. Belshazzar hosted a party for his 1,000 nobles, and they were all drinking together in these cups, and the king in his high spirit started praising the gods of gold, silver, and bronze. While he did so, he was utterly shocked by a finger that began writing on the walls of the palace in a language the king could not understand. The king shuddered in fear, and his knees knocked in, and he screamed for astrologers and enchanters to read the writings. None in his kingdom were able to do so, even though he announced a huge reward for the one who would interpret. Daniel interpreted the writing on the wall and declared that the days of Belshazzar was numbered, and that his kingdom would be divided and given away to the Medes and Persians. The king himself did not measure up to God's standard, and he was found wanting. The king was killed the following night, and the kingdom was taken up by King Darius. Belshazzar was ruined since he deliberately failed to honor the God of all creation. He proclaimed praises of those gods made of metal and wood that would not hear or see or speak. This is true even today. It is important that we honor God with our whole being, since He is the first cause and the reason for our very existence. The would-be president of Brazil, Tancredo Neves, during his presidential campaign, said if he got 500,000 votes from his party, not even God would remove him from presidency. Sure enough, he got the votes, but the unfortunate fellow got sick a day before he was made president and died. This was just a sample that was read from an article. There are many more. Therefore, it is our bound duty to honor God and not discredit Him for anything. Honor God with your whole being. Amen.